Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. Today we are going to be doing a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics and we're going to be seeing how it sits on my mature 40-year-old skin. I do have a lot of e.l.f. products that I love and that I use every single day. Some of them I've never used before, so we're going to be doing a bunch of first impressions also. Let's just stop jabbering and get this stuff on my face. The lighting obviously is not my friend today because it is so sunny, so I can't have the blinds fully open because you won't be able to see me at all. But anyway, we'll work with it. So we're going to start today with eyeshadow, and today we're going to be using the e.l.f. Rose Gold palette. This colour story is right up my street. In fact, I've prepped my eyes with an eyeshadow base, which is the Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer. So we're going to go in first of all with this shade here. My eyes are very deep set, so this means that I actually don't work colours right into my crease. If I do, then the eyeshadow just doesn't look right. Can't really see that showing up, to be honest, on my skin tone. We're going to go into this one here. For this, I'm using my trusty MAC 224. Okay, that matte has actually blended out really nicely, which is always a relief. Okay, I am now going to go in with this shade here, and I am literally going to concentrate this just in the outer corner, and I'm not going to go beyond there because I want to keep this area light because of my deep set eyes. That looks very pigmented, so we're going to be careful. This is the Refa 14. I'm actually going to go in with my Zoeva 227. So now I'm going to go in with one of the shimmer shades. I think I'm going to pick this rose gold shimmer. It's very pink, obviously. By the way, that was with my Zoeva shader brush. I'm going to take my Refa 21, which is another flat shader brush, and I'm going to go in with the lightest shimmer in the palette. And I'm just going to bring that on the inner corner. I'm going to pick up my Refa number 3 brush. It's very tiny. I'm going to take that deeper shade again, and I'm just going to bring it under the lash. I'm going to go in with the darkest shade in the pan at the outer corner, not bringing it any further than that. So before I move on to mascara, I'm actually going to prime my face so that it has like a few minutes just to sit. So I've got two primers. I've got the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty, which is one of my absolute favourites. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a half and half. So I'm going to go in with the Poreless Putty. Now I'm only going to use this in the areas that I would generally use a primer. So I've already got the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream on, so I'm just going to use this on my cheeks and then over here. This is a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas. Well, I actually prefer this. I have both and I prefer the e.l.f. I've only used this once before, Oh, that's sticky. Okay, that's completely different to the Poreless Putty. So just looking at the difference with the primers, the Poreless Putty has done what it said it will do. It had I can't see my pores, and here I can still see them. I prefer the Poreless Putty side at the moment, but we'll see. And I've actually decided that I am going to use a little bit of this, the metallic eyeshadow, because you know what, why not? I'm going to use the shader brush again. I just don't want to overburden the eyeshadow that's already on there. I'm going to go in with one of my favourite mascaras, which is the e.l.f. Lash and Roll, which is, by the way, a dupe for the Benefit Roller Lash. I actually prefer the e.l.f. If you would like a video comparing the two, then do let me know. I'm going to whack this on. I can't talk while I do mascara. I can't even keep my mouth closed while I'm doing mascara, so I'll just roll some music. There's the comparison, obviously with and without, and you know, I wouldn't describe this mascara as giving you big, full, fat, huge, gigantic lashes. It gives you length, separation, curl. It cost me about £7, whereas the Benefit, which is exactly the same, was like more than double the price. Next up, we're going to move on to some complexion products. This one, staple in my collection. It is the e.l.f. What's it called? Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This is in the shade light medium. I do find that they run a bit, well, I guess this is a little bit peachy, but it's not a foundation. I literally just use this around my cheeks, kind of like the outer perimeters of my face, forehead. I don't go near my chin. My chin has texture. Oh, by the way, I will do my bottom lashes last. I don't know if that makes me a bit weird. Probably. Brand new first impressions, the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, SPF 30, which is great. So this is in the shade light, 240. That's not really at all, is it? Got it in this shade because I read that the shades run dark. I suppose we'll see. Yeah, the good way to tell if you have a good match is if it just disappears into the skin, which it seems to have, so let's whack it on. Let's blend it out nicely. It is quite thick. This is a Morphe, I don't know what it's called, it doesn't have a name on anymore. It's just a flat buffer brush, which is now shedding. Lovely. Okay, you can see it has given lots of coverage. That's okay, like you can tell where I have it and then where I don't have it. I mean, so obviously this side of my face is shiny because it just has the halo glow on, but this side of my face is definitely mattified. I'll just finish up the rest of my face. And the brush I'm just using to buff out is the Repper 37. So I like that. I was actually worried that because it says that it's full coverage. That's not really the type of foundation that I go for, but it's nice. So next up, we're going to go in with the one of the more iconic products, the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. So I think there's a normal and then there's the hydrating, and I picked the hydrating, and this is in the shade light beige. I'm just going to pop a bit where I would normally. So as you can see, I've got like prominent blue veins under my eyes there. A bit on the nose. I'm first going to go in with the Real Techniques brush. So I'm just working that into the eye hollows. I'm not going to take it all the way up, right underneath, kind of in this area, because that's where it's going to sit into my creases. Like, it doesn't matter what concealer I use, it will always sit into my creases if there are creases. Okay, that's a lot thicker than what I thought it would be. I don't know whether it just dries down really quickly. Oh, it does. It dries really quickly. Doesn't give you a lot of time to play with. Okay, that was a lot more full coverage than what I anticipated. Given the name Hydrating Concealer, I thought that it would be more hydrating, but it feels a little bit dry. I'm thinking maybe with a bit of setting spray that might sort itself out. We have a new product here, the Halo Glow Beauty Contour Wand. Never used this before. Whee. This is in the shade Light Medium. Let's go handy. This is with the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. Okay, that's very natural, blended out nicely. And a couple of dots around here, because I'm going to go in with bronzer also. Okay, that blends out nice. Next, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Bronzer, and I'm going to take the same brush. This is in the shade Summer Fridays, so I'm just going to go just above the contour. This is a really natural shade. Just want to be careful that when you contour and bronze that you don't become a bit muddy, you know, a bit grey. Next up, I'm going to go in with some blush. This was already in my collection, which is the Halo Glow Beauty Wand, and this is in the shade Berry Radiant. I don't love this. As I mentioned in my previous video, I'm a huge fan, popping it in my hand, of liquid and cream blushes, but I don't know. Like, I like it. It's nice. I've not found a perfect way to apply it yet. Sometimes I feel like it can get a little bit patchy, but I don't know whether that's just my application. I'm just applying it at the top of my cheeks. So you can see my mirror shining off my hair. Next up, I'm going to go in with some highlight. I don't generally wear highlight very often, only really when I'm going out. This is in the shade Rose Quartz, and I'm just going to tap this on the highlights of my cheeks. That. Up next, we have e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. Okay, but I'm just going to fill in the gaps. Nearly finished now. This product, unbelievable. It's called the e.l.f. Brow Lift. As you can see, it's well used because I use it every single day. Supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills the brow wax. It's, in my opinion, it's 10 times better. It's so good. So I'll just do one brow and I'll just let you see the difference. And this is with no brow hair. Okay, keep that in mind. So just push it on the hairs. This clings on to every tiny little hair that might be there. It's amazing. Now that the brows are on, we're going to go in with a little bit of powder. I don't like using a lot of powder as I've never used this before. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder in light. It's supposed to be an eyeshadow brush. It's some morphy one, I don't know, but you can see it's got like a slanted kind of shape. And the main places where I would powder is like kind of here under my hollows, because I find that it kind of does get rid of the hollows a wee bit. So then I'm going to take an e.l.f. powder brush, and I'm just going to powder my forehead and my nose, because that gets shiny. I love setting sprays. I love the Charlotte Tilbury. I love the MAC, and I've never tried this. So it's the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. It's torn between this and the coconut one, because who doesn't love coconut? That's a nice mister. Nice. Oh, that smells divine. Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's quickly just do my bottom lashes. And finally, I am going to pop on the Love Triangle lip liner in the shade Mauve. This is pretty cool. So you basically line with the edge of it and then you can fill in with the middle. That's a lovely lip liner. I will be using that often. The Satin lipsticks, I love the packaging. Isn't that so handy? And this is in the shade Dirty Talk. All right. The lipstick is gorgeous. The lip liner, perfect nude. That's a win. Okay, so there we have it. A full face of e.l.f. Cosmetics. I am really, really pleasantly surprised with a lot of these products. If we start with some of my favorites, so I would say the eyeshadow palette. That is lovely. The Halo Glow filter, love that. The brow lift is probably one of my all-time favorite e.l.f. products. I love the setting spray, the lipstick, the lip liners. Products that I probably wouldn't reach for a lot. I'm going to keep giving it a go. The CC cream, I don't know. We'll have to see how it wears throughout the day. I mean, it's looking nice and glowy, but I don't know whether that's because I used the liquid filter underneath it. And also I do have highlight on. I must be like the only person in the world, but I'm not loving the Camo concealer. I don't know. It's definitely creasing. I just need to try it out with different bases. We'll see. Powder's fine. I think it's very hard to judge things just having worn them once. The blush, I'm not a big fan of the blush wand. I have used that quite a few times. I don't think I would repurchase, but would I recommend e.l.f. products for mature skin? 1,000,000%. They're definitely up there with one of the best affordable brands, if not the best. If you liked any of these products, I would definitely say give them a whirl. I think my skin looks decent. It's about 1,000,000 degrees outside, so we'll see how the makeup fares. But anyway, thank you for joining me for another video. It's been lovely to have you here. I really enjoyed it. I hope you have too. And I really hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.